Hello drummers, it's Rob Litton here from drumstheword.com and welcome to this full video song lesson. This song was suggested over on my Facebook page, and so if you want to make your own song suggestions, then please go over there to do so. You'll find a link to the page beneath this video. The song is Cigarettes and Alcohol by Oasis, drummed by their original drummer Tony McCarroll, and this is a superb song for beginners. We've got some basic grooves going on, we've got some lovely drum fills that get repeated, we've got some different things that occur that a beginner or new drummer should be able to play eventually. And so this song teaches you all the good stuff earlier on in your playing. So a great song for beginners and also just a great song in general if you just want to rock along on the drums. We get this drum fill that gets repeated throughout the song, and I'm going to talk about some variations of it. I see a lot of drummers online. I've watched a few covers of this over the years, and I see drummers play it incorrectly, not realising there's actually more notes going on than they can hear, and I totally understand why. It's so slow or low in the mix. The bass drum, for example, in this song is so low in the mix you can hardly hear it, and the toms he uses are very, very low mic'd. So don't blame me for missing it, but I'm going to show you it's the actual version and then the variations you might want to play instead. So we've got that last bar, the bass drum is 1 and 2 and then up to beat 3, it then turns into eighth notes on the bass drum, 3 and 4 and, it doubles up the bass drum notes. We'll leave out the bass drum for now, that's something you can add on to after the drum fill once you've mastered the basic. But with just the hands, without the feet underneath, from beat 3, we get 3 and 4. And these toms are the bits you find really hard to hear on the recording, but they're there in the background. A flam, by the way, is just two notes coming down roughly the same time as each other, slightly separated. If you can't play flams, then just play single note instead. Instead of, you could just play. That's going to work just as well. Once you've got that pattern, put the bass drum underneath those 4 notes. So in context, this is the important thing when you're practicing this kind of stuff, is yes, you can get it on its own, but can you play it with the beat, with the bar before and the bar after? Can you play it flowing through the song? So what I recommend you do is try to create a little loop. So let's do a 2-bar loop of those last 2 bars of the bar, last 2 bars of the line. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you can see when I got to the 3 and 4 and, my bass drum went 3 and 4 and in time with the hands. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So you can just play it one-handed, as I said. Another variation I see drummers play is instead of playing 3 and 4 and, they play 3 and 4 and. So you're just playing a flam on 3 and 4, and the bass drum falls in between on the and 3 and the and 4. That works just as well, because you can hardly hear the toms on the recording, so no one's going to hear that difference. But I see a lot of drummers play 3 and 4 and and 1. And that's certainly how I used to think it was many years ago when I first heard this song. So we play that with that variation, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So I went 1 and 2 and, didn't play the bass drum on beat 3, I waited for the flam, 3 and 4 and. But one more time, what we hear on the recording, what Tony's actually playing is 3 and 4 and, with the bass drum pumping underneath, 3 and 4 and 1, like that.